Good evening, and welcome to Florida's Turnpike Enterprise Virtual Design Public Information Meeting for the widening of the Turnpike Mainline in Miami-Dade County, also known as State Road 821, from Campbell Drive to Tallahassee Road, Milepost 3 to Milepost 7. The financial project identification number is 444111-1. If you are not hearing audio, please check your computer speaker settings or your phone microphone. If you experience technical difficulties, please contact technical support at tpkmeetingsupport@dot.state.fl.us. In the event of technical difficulties during the virtual meeting, please stay online while we work to resolve the issue. We will begin our meeting by introducing the project team members, followed by a project video that runs for approximately 12 minutes. After the video ends, the team will provide answers to frequently asked questions. We'll explain how to submit additional questions or comments later in this presentation. My name is Justin Relitz, and I am the consultant to Florida's Turnpike Enterprise Project Manager for this design project. I'll be moderating this public information meeting from the Turnpike headquarters. I am being supported by representatives of Florida's Turnpike Enterprise and the consultant team staff. At this time, we would like to recognize elected officials who have joined the webinar. Welcome to all participants. If you have a question you would like to ask or a comment you would like to make during tonight's meeting, please submit it at any time. You have the option to use GoToWebinar to ask a question or submit a comment by locating the control panel and the question box. Once you have typed in your question or comment, then click the send button. You can also submit questions and comments by emailing me at justin.relitz@dot.state.fl.us or through the project website at www.widen-tpk-campbell-tallahassee.com. If we do not answer your question tonight, we will follow up with you at a later date. We would appreciate your comments by December 7th, 2023. We are now going to send a quick poll asking you how you heard about this public information meeting. We will leave the poll up for about 30 seconds for you to submit an answer. If you have dialed in by phone, you will not be able to respond. The poll will open now. Thanks for your responses. We will now show a video presentation about the project.
The Florida Department of Transportation, Florida's Turnpike Enterprise, welcomes you to the public information meeting for the widening of the Turnpike Mainline in Miami-Dade County, also known as State Road 821 from Campbell Drive to Tallahassee Road, Milepost 3 to Milepost 7, financial project identification number 444111-1. The purpose of tonight's public information meeting is to provide you with an opportunity to learn about the proposed project and offer your input. Florida's Turnpike Enterprise complies with various non-discrimination laws and regulations, including Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Under Title VI, public participation is solicited without regard to race, color, national origin, age, sex, religion, disability, or family status. Please contact one of the Title VI coordinators, Susan Siddiqui, at 407-264-3640 or Stefan Kulikowski at 850-414-4742 to express any concerns regarding Florida Turnpike's compliance with Title VI. This presentation will explain the project development process and provide an overview of the proposed design of the project. This presentation will also provide information about the status of the project and define its principal elements. We will provide the tentative project schedule and let you know how to give feedback and stay informed. Florida's Turnpike Enterprise follows the Florida Department of Transportation's five-phase project development process for delivering needed infrastructure improvements to communities throughout the state. The phases include planning, project development environment or PD&E study, design, right-of-way acquisition, and construction. The planning and PD&E phases of this project have been completed, and the project is currently in the design phase. The design phase is when the construction plans and cost estimates to build the project are developed. The design phase is followed by right-of-way acquisition and construction. Right-of-way acquisition is not anticipated as part of this project. Construction is tentatively expected to start in 2025. The project is located along Florida's Turnpike Mainline in southern Miami-Dade County near the city of Homestead. A public hearing for this project was held on December 11, 2013, and a project development environment study was completed in 2014. The study identified the overall need and feasibility of this project. This project begins just north of Campbell Drive at Milepost 3 and extends north to Milepost 7, where it ends just north of Tallahassee Road. The purpose of this project is to enhance safety, accommodate future travel lanes, and extend the life of the existing pavement. Key improvements of this project include widening from 4 lanes to 6 lanes. 4 bridges within the project limits require widening to accommodate the additional travel lanes. The bridges to be widened include the bridges over the C-103N Canal, the bridges over Biscayne Drive, the bridges over Tallahassee Road, and the bridges over Moody Drive. Improvements also include a new northbound entrance ramp connection, Biscayne Drive interchange, and Tallahassee Road interchange improvements, new noise walls in qualifying areas, and repaving of the existing pavement within the project limits. The limited access right-of-way for the road is 300 feet wide. The proposed roadway typical section will provide 3 12-foot wide lanes in the northbound direction and 3 12-foot wide lanes in the southbound direction for a total of 6 mainline travel lanes. The inside travel lane in both directions will be designated as a through lane, separated by a 4-foot buffer area. Minimum 12-foot wide shoulders will be provided throughout the project limits. The grassed median and outside swales will provide the required area for stormwater conveyance. Noise walls will be constructed along the limited access right-of-way at qualifying locations determined by the noise study report. The northbound through lane begins at approximately milepost 4 just north of Campbell Drive and extends north to approximately milepost 7 where it connects to the existing through lane just north of Tallahassee Road. A weaving lane that allows motorists to exit the through lane and access local interchanges or enter the through lane to bypass upcoming interchanges will be provided at this northern connection point. The southbound through lane will connect to the existing through lane just north of Tallahassee Road, where a weaving lane that allows motorists to exit the through lane and access local interchanges or enter the through lane to bypass upcoming interchanges will be provided. The through lane will extend south to approximately milepost 3.5 just north of Campbell Drive, where the through lane will end. Through lanes will be divided by double solid white lines that are not to be crossed, thereby providing the opportunity to bypass interchanges, resulting in decreased travel times for longer distance trips. Please note that north is pointing to the right on the next 2 slides. The existing southbound exit ramp to Biscayne Drive is a single-lane ramp. The signalized intersection at the end of this existing ramp consists of 1 left turn lane and 1 right turn lane. Similarly, the signalized intersection at the end of the northbound exit ramp consists of 1 left turn lane and 1 right turn lane. There are existing toll sites along the northbound exit and southbound entrance ramps. The proposed improvements at this interchange will widen the southbound exit ramp from 1 lane to 2 lanes, provide 2 left turn lanes and 2 right turn lanes at the southbound exit ramp signalized intersection, and provide 2 left turn lanes and 2 right turn lanes at the northbound exit ramp signalized intersection. Signalization and pedestrian improvements are also included at these 2 intersections. Both of the toll sites in this interchange will remain. Please note that north is pointing up and to the right on the next 2 slides. The existing southbound exit ramp to Tallahassee Road is a single-lane ramp. The signalized intersection at the end of this existing ramp consists of 1 left turn lane and 1 right turn lane. There is 1 northbound entrance ramp that services the northbound and southbound Tallahassee Road traffic. Motorists traveling north on Tallahassee Road wishing to enter Florida's Turnpike Mainline currently turn left through an unsignalized median opening. The proposed improvements at this interchange will widen the southbound exit ramp from 1 lane to 2 lanes and provide 2 left turn lanes and 2 right turn lanes at the southbound exit ramp signalized intersection. Signalization and pedestrian improvements are also included at these 2 intersections. A new northbound entrance ramp will be constructed that will service the northbound Tallahassee Road traffic. Therefore, the existing median opening will be closed as the existing northbound entrance ramp will now service southbound Tallahassee Road traffic only. This median access change will be discussed in more detail on the next slide. This is the existing condition of the Tallahassee Road northbound entrance ramp intersection. Please note that north is pointing to the right on this slide. The existing southbound Tallahassee Road traffic accesses northbound Florida's Turnpike Mainline via a free-flow right turn onto the northbound entrance ramp. The existing northbound Tallahassee Road traffic accesses northbound Florida's Turnpike Mainline via an unsignalized left turn lane through a median opening. The proposed improvements at this intersection will maintain the existing free-flow right turn onto the northbound entrance ramp. The existing left turn median opening will be closed, no longer providing northbound Tallahassee Road traffic access to the existing northbound entrance ramp. Northbound Tallahassee Road traffic will now access northbound Florida's Turnpike Mainline via the new northbound entrance ramp, eliminating the conflict with the opposing southbound Tallahassee Road traffic. Also, new sidewalks will be provided along both sides of Tallahassee Road. This is a rendering of the Tallahassee Road interchange looking north. Note the new northbound entrance ramp, new sidewalks, and new noise wall. The project includes the design of noise walls along Florida's Turnpike Mainline at qualifying locations. All existing noise walls within the project limits are to remain. For more information regarding the noise wall evaluation process, please view the Florida's Turnpike traffic noise video at www.widen-tpk-campbell-to-tallahassee.com. Please note that north is pointing up and to the right on the next 3 slides. These graphics summarize all the existing and proposed noise walls within the project limits, starting at the southern end of the project and heading north to the end of the project. Existing noise walls have been depicted as a pink color and proposed noise walls as a blue color. There are existing to remain noise walls at the south end of the project just north of Campbell Drive. The proposed noise walls will continue north as shown with the noise wall on the northbound and southbound side connecting to the existing noise wall. The proposed noise walls continue north as shown, terminating at the location determined by the noise study report. The existing noise walls in the area just north of Biscayne Drive are to remain. The existing noise walls shown here are to remain. A new noise wall is proposed along the limited access right-of-way on the northbound side of Mainline just north of Tallahassee Road, which ends at Moody Drive. New noise walls are also proposed south of Tallahassee Road and just south of Moody Drive along the southbound side of Mainline. Once the project reaches the construction phase, temporary detour signs will be installed at various locations as needed to inform drivers of upcoming detours that will occur during construction of the project improvements. The enterprise will continue communication with local agencies and the public during construction. To minimize disruptions to the traveling public, short-term detours and lane closures will typically occur during off-peak hours. The project schedule shown here is preliminary and subject to change. Public input received at this public information meeting and throughout the design phase will be considered in the development for the final plans. The design phase is anticipated to be completed in the fourth quarter of 2024. The construction of this project is anticipated to begin in 2025. Your questions and comments are essential to this process. There are multiple ways to submit your comments to Florida's Turnpike Enterprise. First, you can contact the project manager, Justin Relitz, at 407-264-3304 or via email at justin.relitz@dot.state.fl.us or the community outreach specialist, Daniel Jimenez, at 407-264-3159 or via email at daniel.jimenez@dot.state.fl.us. You can also submit your questions and comments directly through the project website at www.widen-tpk widen-tpk-campbell-to-tallahassee.com. In-person attendees may ask questions to project representatives and review the meeting materials. The same meeting material displayed at the in-person meeting is also posted on the project website for all virtual attendees to view. Please submit written questions and comments by Thursday, December 7th, 2023 to become part of the public meeting record. This concludes the presentation for the project to widen Turnpike Mainline in Miami-Dade County, also known as State Road 821, from Campbell Drive to Tallahassee Road, Milepost 3 to Milepost 7. We'd like to thank you for your interest in this project and for taking time to attend this design public information meeting. Please remember to provide us with your comments by filling out a comment form, sending an email, or providing a comment on the project website, www.widen-tpk-campbell-to-tallahassee.com.
We will now provide answers to frequently asked questions regarding the project. When will construction begin? And what is the overall timeline for construction? And how long will it take? Construction is anticipated to start in 2025. Schedule is subject to change. The detailed construction duration has not been developed at this time. But for a project of this magnitude, it is estimated to be completed in 3 to 4 years after the start of construction. Was a noise study performed for this project? Yes, a comprehensive noise analysis was part of the 2014 Project Development and Environment Study and is being reevaluated this year as part of the current design. Noise specialists use federally and state-approved guidelines for predicting future noise impacts and identify locations that qualify for noise walls under federal and state regulations. The findings are documented in a draft noise study report that will be finalized after this public meeting. All existing noise walls within the project limits are to remain. What is a through lane? Will there be any additional tolls for the use of through lanes within the project? Through lanes are additional travel lanes located on a toll road that help provide congestion relief in high traffic areas. The inside lane or lanes is delineated by a double solid white line that is not to be crossed. This lane designation provides the opportunity to bypass interchanges, resulting in decreased travel times for longer distance trips. The proposed construction improvements will implement through lanes within the project limits and connect to existing through lanes to the north. Customers pay the same amount to use the through lanes as they do in any other lane on the toll road. A sump pass or another interoperable transponder is required. Visit the project website for more information on through lanes. What type of landscaping improvements are planned? FDOT processes include developing what are called landscape opportunity plans. These plans will identify areas where landscaping is potentially effective and viable. Typically, landscaping design will begin 1 year after roadway construction is complete. On behalf of Florida's Turnpike Enterprise, I thank you again for your interest in this project. All questions not addressed tonight will be addressed at a later date. Please visit the project website at www.widen-tpk-campbell-to-tallahassee.com to explore the public meeting exhibit room and submit any additional questions or comments. A recording of this virtual design public information meeting will be available on the project website. Have a good evening.